Oh, now we're ready and getting started. Finally. So we've got Humble Fraggers Reapers on attack, starting out, and Notoriety on the defense. Gonna go through the ban phase again since we stopped at 0-0. Hopefully we don't have any more surprise echo picks. I have to get 6 picked off.
Yeah, someone was saying he had 2,500 ping coming into this game. He just said he has 19 ping, so I'm glad he got his situation fixed, because that would have been annoying. Because Notoriety uses their one rehost there, and with another one, they'd be playing 4v5 for the rest of the game.
Yep. That's good. They fed their hamster some G Fuel, if that's something that's allowed to be said. I don't know how hamsters deal with G Fuel, but it looks like it's working.
This is not a G Fueled sponsored stream in any way, shape, or form. We do not condone
Gotta throw that out there.
improper use of G Fuel against the animal kingdom. PETA, do not come after us, please. We have done nothing wrong. As the first round getting started, diff ban, yes, we're allowing a different brand. Yes, it's fine.
There's a hedgehog power in this PC. That's hilarious. If only it was Sonic, we might be getting somewhere, boys.
G Fuel is trash. Rip it is the only way. I've got to agree.
No.
Rip it is the life.
Bang or die, bro. Give me a Star Blast all day.
I'm still.
All right, here we go. 6 picks. Doesn't look like there's any coming out from either team, and it looks like they're sticking with the thermite that they showed previously before the rehost. Both teams pretty much have the same picks here. And I believe they opted to go hookah first, which is pretty typical. And now we're just going to see the defenders set up. Looks like they're going to set up all 4 of the quad walls there by pink. And Castle's going to castle off the hookah window. You see some drones going in. The attackers should be looking to put those in some flank positions, just to have those there in case they get fragged out early and they don't have a useless drone looking at a wall. I'm not seeing anything too crazy. It looks like a pretty standard setup with all of your typical rotate holes. It looks like smoke is going to open up the hookah wall leading towards pool, probably just so they have another angle for their throwables. We're going to kick off the round, hopefully by getting some default cams. Anyone who's played Rainbow Six and has attacked at least once on any map knows how much intel you can get as a defender by looking at those default cams if the attackers don't get them.
Yeah, absolutely. I was waiting for Sweat or anyone on TN to reinforce that 90 wall. Because if that wall goes unreinforced and the attackers have the advantage to go ahead and shoot through hookah, lights out for that round.
And so still some steady drone work happening. It looks like this is going to be a VIP take. They're just going to look to make sure there's nobody in there. And VIP is actually going to be pretty free for the attackers just because it is castled off. So this would be a good place for the thermite to enter and open up that VIP wall looking in towards the pool room. Here we see Jaeger on the roam in security. And I believe that was... Who is that playing down in Sunrise?
That's gonna be the Valkyrie. Yeah, Dio on the Valk. I don't believe I don't think Humble Fraggers know that he's down there.
No, I don't think they have any idea, and they're gonna regret not knowing as they get the pick on the Thatcher. Not a real power pick, just because Thatcher's not gonna offer a whole lot of utility. As Wamai takes down the Ash as well, so this is definitely going in favor of the defenders as they're all 5 up, making it a 3v5 versus the Reapers. And at this point, as an attacker, you gotta figure out what you're doing wrong, and you already know that Valk's still probably downstairs maybe do some additional drone work, have somebody watching your flank. The C4 is already down. There's not a whole lot she can offer now other than some pressure with a flank. Wamai's going to wide swing out of Aqua and take out another one of the attackers, and that's going to be the IQ going down. So she's going to be unable to spot out any of the Valkyrie cameras or the Wamai discs. And that's going to be Thermite going down, dropping the diffuser in VIP, and Notoriety is going to take the first round flawlessly.
Yeah, that was a pretty demanding hold there. They kind of didn't get into too much trouble. They won all their one-on-ones. It was a pretty strong round there from Team Notoriety to start off the match.
Yeah, I think Reapers needs to do a much better job at their droning. They kind of just droned their entry. And then from there, they just it seemed like they had an idea of how they wanted to take the site, but they didn't have the intel to be able to actually execute and get the diffuser down. So that's going to go in favor of Notoriety, and they're going to look to defend Kitchen and Service next, which is pretty typical for a second site.
Yeah, I didn't see the Castle Barricade and VIP stayed up the entire round. There wasn't another angle opened up until the Thermite opened up that wall. That really narrowed down their opportunities and angles they could put onto the site. I'm surprised the Ash or even someone with a breaching charge, so the Sledge, someone didn't take that down. Their lack of droning early round, and they just kind of pushed in there, ended up biting them in the butt on the tail end of that.
And it looks like Smoke actually took some damage from an impact grenade while a rotate was being made. We're going to see some Valk cams come out. Let's follow along with her real quick and see if we can learn any cheeky spots, or if we're going to see some default Valkyrie camera placements. Looks like she's going to throw one outside, right in the back of that little patio area, and that's going to be good for if they try to do a service entry take. They're going to have the intel there. We do have Snowy on the IQ, so she could very well find that camera if she's using her gadget outside. But it looks like they're going to opt to do another VIP take. It doesn't seem like the Jaeger's been droned out yet. There is a Valkyrie in Penthouse as well, and he's going to pre-fire, and he's going to take out the IQ. So those Valk cams are probably going to be pretty safe. I don't know if Valk understands that the entire team is out there, but she's going to be droned out. The attackers know that she's there. I'll probably see some aggression by them. They're going to need to get a team kill from Insane. That's going to be Nomad taking out his teammate, and then picked off by the Bandit. And they just all died outside. I don't think a single person was able to enter the building.
However, Reapers were.
Ash did enter. She died in Qatar.
Who's asking for the rehost?
No, that's the other team.
So, we have an O2 rehost because of a sound bug.
So far, this game might end before midnight.
That's what we're hoping for.
We're going to.
But that is both rehosts used by both teams, so there can't be another rehost.
Correct. And we're going to go ahead and cut to a short break. We'll get the music back on and hopefully get these teams in here a little bit quicker than last time.
All right, and we are back for the third and final time. We are Coastline with Team Notoriety and Humble Fragger Reapers. Notoriety is up right now, 2-0 on the defense. Honestly, it's not the way I would expect the game to start out, just because Coastline is a pretty attacker-sided map. However, I think given some of the operator choices, I can see this definitely being in favor of the defenders, just because they are bringing a lot of those utility soakers.
Yeah, absolutely. Team Notoriety was one of those teams that back in qualifiers they dominated. They almost worked their way to the Eastern Division, which is our higher up division. So I'm not shocked that they're taking an early lead here, and I wouldn't be surprised if they take an early lead throughout the season until teams are able to study the film and understand what their attack strategy and defense strategies are and how they can counter-strat them. So I expect Notoriety to go ahead and take a handle of this game and then go ahead and finish it out.
Yeah, if the Reapers want to come back from this early 0-2, they really have to figure some things out within themselves, get their drones a little bit more active, get some more insight onto where they're at, because they're just kind of sitting out there like fish out of water waiting to get picked off. They just got to come a little bit stronger and a little bit more ready for where these defenders are.
Yeah, and if there's ever a time for you to pick up a win on attack, it's when they're defending Blue Bar and Sunrise. I feel like out of the three typical sites you see on Coastline, it's definitely a tertiary site, and it's one of the harder ones to defend. In my own experience, it's definitely a very vertically defended site. So I would expect to see the attackers push up top and try to clear out the defenders as quickly as possible, and hopefully try to change up their attack a little bit instead of sending everybody to the VIP balcony. That's pretty much where they've entered from in every single round so far, and I think right now they need to start looking at changing some things up, because that's just not working for them. We see a Nomad going out just to prevent any run out from the VIP balcony. And then just some early drone work. Zofia still sitting outside waiting to hear from, I'm guessing, Nomad, who's probably droning for her. Let her know if it's all clear and if she can push in, or what she needs to be on the lookout for.
I'm a big fan of the shield that Venom's sitting behind. I would like to see Thermite, if he's able to get in, if that Meister's not able to pick him off. If he can open this wall up and then force Venom out, they can try to get a plant on the default spot here.
Yeah, I like that. Especially with the way that they reworked the shields to the point where they're kind of like almost like a little mirror. And Valkyrie's gonna get the first kill on the Nomad. Hopefully she got more than that one Nomad charge out, but I don't think that she did, so she didn't really use her utility to the fullest before going down. And now that's going to leave the attackers in a 4v5. However, Castle is down, so it is at the moment a 4v4. And since this is Pro League rules, the attackers aren't going to know they're down 5 points, but he did get droned out and taken out. That's going to be a double kill for Bacon on the Zofia, taking out the Valkyrie and the Castle.
We just heard that Thermite charge being planted there on the wall. Go ahead and try to open it up. And Ash get a nice early or nice mid-round pick there on the Maestro behind the bar. This could be a 4v2 in favor of our attackers. Let's see if they can get this first round win as the drone gets shot.
Oh, a nice shot by Venom taking out the Thermite, and two more of Thermite's comrades are gonna go down as well, leaving it in a 2v1 situation for the attackers.
That's one of the most demoralizing things as an attacker on any map. No matter what the scoreline is, if you're in a 4v2 and you're down 2-0, as some pre-fires come out, not gonna land on anything, and then all of a sudden 3 of your teammates drop, and I believe that was Sweat getting the final kill there.
And I think that was maybe a triple kill for Sweat that round, possibly 4.
But anytime...
And in something that looked like a sure win for the attackers just immediately flipped on its head. And we did have one player disconnect. However, we're going to have to play it through just because they've already both used their rehosts. Kind of unfortunate.
The Rio's coming out before the game started, then 2 rounds into the game. We weren't even a fourth of the way through the game, and we used both our rehosts. However, I think he's able to join back. Oh, a member of
Blue
HF.
screen.
Yeah, that's a pog in chat for him.
You hate to see it.
So unfortunately, HF Reapers are gonna have to be playing a man down unless somehow, some way he's able to join back in.
Yeah, and that's definitely a bummer because they were struggling in the first 3 rounds when it was 5v5, and they're gonna have to go into this 4v5.
I will say, if you are HF Reapers right now, this is one time that you can try stuff out. You're a man down. You have absolutely nothing to lose right now, at all. So go out, try some new things. This is the first game of the season, as I think Zeph just got hit by that SMG-11 shot.
Hopefully you'll see some things out of humble fraggers here where they'll try to play closer together and push things together, so if one goes down they can quickly pick up the refrag. Hopefully, you know, they use their drones a little bit more here and try to get an early pick off to bring it together and make it a 4v4 early.
Yeah, I think if I'm Reapers right now, if I'm the IGL, I'm telling them, hey, we're sending it. Full send. We've got nothing to lose here. We're a man down. If we can get an early pick and even the man count, we can slow things down.
Absolutely. Especially this being the first game of the season, you don't want to see any morale within the team get dropped down, especially because you're down a player. This is more of a teaching moment, a learning moment for Reapers, and a little bit of aim practice now for Team Notoriety. Unless HF Reapers just
Thermite's gonna get shot in the foot here
from their own hole. I believe that's this Venom. No, it's the Zeph.
Oh, and the C4 comes out, and there goes the Thermite. You can't hard breach the wall anymore. If you're Zofia, maybe open up the castle if you want to be able to rotate through VIP. And honestly, I'm kind of surprised that in these first 4 rounds, we haven't seen the attackers playing on the roof at all. Flank comes out by Jaeger, but he's going to be taken out by Thatcher. And that's going to put it at a 3v4. It's not going to be easy for the attackers, but it's definitely not impossible. And that's an even round count. That's 3v3.
And they still have a lot of time here to work too, so they still have a whole minute and 10 seconds here. So hopefully they can regroup here together and make a good late push and try to get these guys picked up out of here.
Absolutely, and what I'd really like to see from them right now is some drone work coming out. And Castle tries to flank as well, and he's going to be picked off because they're just watching those white stairs pretty intently. I'm surprised that somebody was still holding it after getting that pick. I wouldn't have expected the Castle to go for that kind of rotate. Oh, and what a shot by the smoke. Oh no, that was the Wamai. Picking off the last 3.
Got a quick little triple kill there to pull it back together and get the round for them. It was looking more attacker side of that. They're going to get that late, pick up a round here. But Wamai came through and came clutch and got that quick little 3K to take it to 4-0.
Beating up a man there. You're up 3-2 with less than a minute left in the game, and you're still trying to push their VIP. I think you need to get out of the map. You need to walk out, go hookah, get a default plant, get some drones going again. I think trying to push there, that just opened up too many angles. The Wamai was inside Aqua for majority of that round. I don't believe they had eyes on the smoke. So if you're in that situation there, you got to play off what you know. Your intel is that someone's over there by Aqua. So attack the other side.
Yeah, and right now, if you're humble fraggers, You need to do something. You're not. I don't think you're. I don't know. They need to figure it out.
Unfortunately, oh, Insane is back. We are back in a full 5v5 now. I didn't even notice that.
Yep, I noticed it when we were loading in. So that's good. Back to an even man count. They were only down a man for 1 round, and it was honestly one of the. I'd say the second closest round that they've had.
Still a lot of work to be done on the side of HF Reapers as we enter the 5th round. You have 2 rounds left on the fence. You're looking strong, especially on a map like Coastline. You're looking to get an early pick on someone on Repel, and there it is. 20 seconds to the round. You're now down 4v5. And Valkyrie's hungry. She wants another one. She sees a sledge.
She gets him. So that's a double kill for the Valkyrie. I'm curious if she's just going to lob out a C4. Nope, she doesn't need to. She gets the triple kill. And she takes a lot of damage trying to get the 4th. And I don't think she's going to be able to connect with him at this point. Maybe. Actually, you know what? You're ahead. You got the man count. I say go for it. Just full send that Valk.
I'm not sure how that happens. Was the intel not there that she was in Hall of Fame?
I'm guessing not. I don't think I saw any drones come through.
Well, after the first kill, I imagine we understand where the shots are coming from, and maybe we saw her. I'm gonna stick on her for the rest of. Oh, as Zeph just picks up a kill. There we go. Picks up one. Oh, picks up a second kill.
We're gonna have to see the Thermite convert to his alter ego Fragmite if he wants to pick up this win here. Make it a 1-4.
Snowy coming back from the sound bug, trying to upgrade. He can hear the game clearly now. Is that going to be enough for him to clutch this round out and get an ace?
Oh, he downs the Valk. He doesn't know that she's down. Or unless somebody's on his drone, which I'm guessing there is, because he pushed that with his pistol. And so now it's 1v2. He's still got a minute left on the clock. He does have the diffuser, so he doesn't need to leave and go pick it up somewhere. He has no idea where the last 2 are, but I would assume somewhere in sight. And he's going to have to figure out how he's going to push this and get the diffuser down. And with time dwindling, he's going to have to figure out if he's even going to plant the diffuser or if he's just going to go for picks.
Not to mention, he does have full utility left, too. He has both thermite charges, 3 flashbangs, and 1 drone still in his pocket. So he has everything in his favor here to try to pull this out for Humble Fraggers. Just got to see if he can bring it over the top for him.
However, with the intel on the side of Notoriety, with the 3 Valk cams, the 2 Maestro cams, the smokes coming out. Oh my gosh, Thermite picks up a kill.
And now it's a 1v1. He has to face the raid boss Maestro. He has no idea where the Maestro is. I really hope that he goes for the frag here and doesn't try to plant because he just doesn't have time. But he's going to go for the plant. Maestro just needs to listen for it. And then... oh, he gets on his cam. That's going to buy some time for the Thermite.
No!
But Thermite is going to be taken out
That
by
was
the
so
Maestro.
close. He almost pulled it off.
At what point do you not defuse this? This man just gets a quadra kill on you after being down a man last round.
And that's going to be Notoriety, bringing it 5-0. That's pretty crazy, especially on a map like this. You do not want to be going in 0-5 before the half.
Snowy was trying to reach that full alter ego mode in Fragmite, and he was almost there.
And almost winning a 1v5. That's pretty nuts.
Interesting, Dio not electing to pick the Valkyrie here. Instead, goes towards the Kaid as we're going to Penthouse.
And that's pretty atypical. You don't see a lot of Penthouse play. Although I have a feeling we're probably going to see a pretty crazy defense. as they completely open up the penthouse wall going into VIP. And it looks like this is probably one of those back pocket kind of strats that either they've tried a lot or they said, hey, we're ahead. Let's give it a shot and see if it works out.
If you're Reapers right now, that castle barricade is the first thing you need to get rid of.
Absolutely. If you take out that castle barricade, you have eyes completely into penthouse. The wall's all open for you, and it's pretty much a free highway right to site.
And for God's sake, don't get picked off on rappel. Dio
We'll
looking
see.
for it again, this time on the Kaid. I think the Reapers understand that, and they're gonna go ahead and elect to enter over there on Ruins.
And we're still not seeing the attackers taking a lot of time for their drone work. I see maybe one drone going out right now. It seems like they're just kind of hoping nobody is where they're going to be.
No
And
one.
that's just going to be seen out by the Jaeger. There's going to be a gunfight taking place in the luggage area. He's going to be droned out. They already kind of know where he is, but he's going to leave and go towards White Stairs. But he's going to be wasting quite a bit of time on the attacking side. No follow-up drones either, so he's just going to sit there and wait. Drones finally coming out. They should spot out this Jaeger and know where he is. A Nomad goes off, knocking somebody off of Cool Vibes. But because it pushed him down the stairs, it was probably for the best if you're that castle.
At what point does this help the defense more that we're going to a quad site like this? Do you not know how to attack? 'Cause how many
Yeah, and
times-
I mean, that's definitely another factor is a lot of teams don't spend a lot of time practicing taking this site because nobody ever plays it.
Sludge just turning away. If he would have stayed 1 second more, he would have seen the castle down there in Hookah.
Thermite looking to open up the theater wall. That's going to be a good wall to open up as the defenders pretty much opened all sorts of line of sights into Penthouse. That's going to be Nomad picking off the Jaeger. And what a crossfire as almost every member of the attacking team is looking towards that mute. And Ella with some nice shots, taking down two more of the attackers, making it a 2v2. I would say in favor of the defense, just because it looks like they have the HP advantage here. And the attackers have 10 seconds to either kill all the defender. Never mind.
I was about to say, Dio's no longer working on that MP5X. Looks like he struggled a little bit controlling that Kaid shotgun, and then Venom just comes in and gets a quad of his own.
I think they're kind of having a hard time at closing the deal because that's what, like 2 or 3 times now they've had the numbers on that
Yep.
late push, and they've completely just gotten, got bodied there at the end. They just need to figure out a way to kind of, piece the end together.
Absolutely, I couldn't agree with you more, and that means Team Notoriety is sitting on match point for our first Playday of the North American Contender League Western Conference.
Yeah, I mean, 6-0, you're just now getting to the half, and now you're going on the attacking team, or the attacker's side, on an attacker-favored map. The defenders here are going to go to Hookah, which is, again, pretty typical for a first site. At this point, they really have to buckle down and try to secure a win. They need 6 wins in order for this to be a tie.
Now, Notoriety coming out here with a strategy that I might not be familiar with, the Amaro. Dio. Are we
I
going to
think
see...
we might be familiar with it. I think there was a time where somebody accidentally yeeted into site.
I believe there was a time that someone actually you didn't sight, and all you hear in comms is, guys, I'm on site. 10 seconds into the round.
And that was before she got the new little buff she got, where she's almost completely quiet coming into the room.
Yeah, that's right. I actually think Amaru is a much more viable operator now, just because the window doesn't break prior to your ascension into the window. It only breaks as you kick it open.
Let's go ahead and go on board with Amaru here. See what Dio was able to do. Oh, okay, Dio's just gonna go up into the roof. I was kind of hoping for a yeet, as Jahui said earlier, into sight.
Yeah, that's what I was hoping for too. But I mean, we still may see it. It looks like she's not hesitating at all. She's just going in with no intel. And she knows that there's going to be somebody playing behind the Aqua Bar. The flashbangs go out, but there's probably 2 or 3 of the members of the defending team. There's 2. It was Wamai and Jaeger watching Aqua, not allowing her to push in. I kind of wish she had yeeted right into Hookah.
Is this the start of a new era? No longer the no brain Ash main, and we seeing the no brain Amaru main?
Quite possibly. I like to put some emphasis there on that castle play they got there in Aquarium, where they blew the wall out. To be able to get those more tighter swings, so they don't have to swing out as far and hold tighter angles there into to the other side of Aquarium.
Yep, and that's going to be Buck actually taking out the Wamai who was playing in the Aquarium. And Smoke falls shortly after. And there goes Zofia. And we're looking at a 2v2 again. Both the attackers and the defenders are at full HP. Not anymore, and we've got a 1v1. It seems like every time I say something about somebody, they die.
We're a 1v1 on match point, creeping up cool vibe stairs. Castle with that UMP 45. Is he old enough to play the game?
Ooh, and taken out. And that's going to close it out with Team Notoriety winning on Coastline 7-0 against Humble Fraggers Reapers.
Unfortunately, we had 2 rehosts there. Reapers were down a man for a match and a half, a point and a half. Seemed like Team Notoriety really had their thing together for this match. If you are Reapers, learn from this, go into next week. Some new strategies. I'm excited to see what these teams have to offer.
Yeah, I do want to thank the teams for a quick 7-0. Especially after the 2 rehosts, it kind of saved us on time.
Good games, boys.
We were able to end the games before midnight, so that's a win for us.
Absolutely. We had a great showing today with all 6 teams playing today. Thank everybody for tuning into the stream and coming out and supporting NACL on the first day of play days, and let's have a great season going forward.
Yeah, definitely. And make sure you guys follow our socials. We'll be announcing everything that happens within the season. That way you don't miss anything. Our games are uploaded to YouTube. The teams that, need to do VOD review, or if you want to do VOD review on another team, then you can find them there.
Absolutely. Make sure you guys aren't missing any of the action. Stay up to date. Twitter. If that's not your thing, go ahead and join the Discord. We post in there daily updates, post the VODs in there, highlights in there. We hold polls, contests, general questions for the community. I think we're going to be putting out a Twitter poll later today for either which game or which match you thought deserves match of the day and who's going to be your Playday 1 MVP. That's all I have today. Do you have anything?
No, I've got everything out of my system. I just want to thank everybody for coming out.
And Mr. Show, do you have anything? With your mic being muted, I'm going to go ahead and say no. So that's going to go ahead and do it for us here, folks. Again, your casters today were Ghost and Day, as well as Show, getting his career started in the casting industry. Thank you very much for tuning in. We will be back Wednesday night with Playday 1 for the Eastern Conference. You are not going to want to miss those games. We have some high talent teams think I'm short on words today. I think I need to get some food.
Yeah, some food sounds good right about now.
Absolutely. Wednesday's going to be great, guys. I look forward to it.
All right. Thanks for everyone.